Hello everybody, my name is Rika Inocalla. I am the co-owner and co-founder of AI Agency. We are a new digital marketing agency based in Vancouver, BC. And when we started out 4 months ago now, about in December, I had never started a business before. As you can probably tell, I am quite young despite the dyed gray hair that I do have. I'm 22 years old, and going into starting a business is a completely new venture, a completely new adventure for me to embark upon. Luckily, early in the stages of our business in January, Marshall Stern found me in a Facebook group of all places in the world, and he picked me up and led me into his new Create program. Now, right away, I knew that Marshall is a super genuine, super authentic, and just a kind human being. Now, the wonderful thing about that is that he has a lot of experience and knowledge with years and years and years of starting his own business and all the trials and tribulations that have come with it. Now, a little bit of the story of Marshall Stern is that he started his sign and graphics business called Sandbox years and years ago, about in his early 20s or so, around the same age that I'm at, and he continued on to see that the business owners that he worked with were feeling unfulfilled or stressed out, spending too much time working in their business and not working on their business, time away from their family, so forth and so on. All of these problems he was able to capture and really understand when he was working with them. Now, what Marshall decided to do was create his own business and life mastery coaching program, I think about 5-10 years ago. And since then, he has gained so much experience and so much knowledge that he loves to embark upon people. Now, for me as a young business owner, this group was an 8-week program. And how it works is that every single week, Marshall will send you a module. Now, the module contains a video and a worksheet. You watch the video, they're very short because he knows as a business owner, you don't have a lot of time on your hands. So you'll probably expect to spend about an hour to an hour and a half if you really, really want to work on it on your homework. Now, this is your homework and you go about it every single week. For us, he would give us our homework on Wednesday. We would watch the video, complete the module, hand it in by Sunday, right before our group calls together. Now, this is where the magic happens. Now, you would have to have all of those ready by Sunday evening so that on Monday for the group calls, you were ready and able to participate in the conversation, reflect on what it is that you learned throughout the week. And in every single group call, we did 3 things. We celebrated our success. We talked about what it is that we were struggling with in the week, and then we kept ourselves accountable for the next week too, so you really gain momentum and traction. What I do know is that you're gonna gain a lot of value from this group if you do decide to invest in yourself. You're gonna be pushed to grow further than you've ever wanted to experience before, and you're gonna feel a little bit uncomfortable with some of the questions that Marshall asks you, but in a good way. Sometimes we are not brave enough to ask the questions for ourselves, so you need people, an extremely supportive network, to push you in the right directions that you need to go in order to become who it is that you need to be to achieve the goals that you need to achieve. And this was my biggest takeaway from Create, is that when you surround yourself with people that are doing the same things that you want to do, then you're not going to feel like you're alone. What Marshall did and my group did was to really provide support in terms of actual words of encouragement, actual steps that I needed to take, and asking me questions that I needed to answer in order to reach the conclusions that I have. They've made me a lot more stress-free. I've felt a lot more okay with pursuing what it is that I want to pursue. And I've made some great friends along the way doing it. Now, I hope that you do decide to invest in this for yourself. And if you ever have any questions, do please feel free to let me know. If you're feeling uncertain, or if there are any spots that you want me to highlight for you, definitely feel free to reach out if you have any questions about the Create program. My name is Rika. You can find me on Facebook at Rika Inocalla, or you can email me at rika@thisisAIagency.com. I would be happy to sit down and talk with you if you feel like the Create program is something that you've been wanting to pursue. Now, as Marshall says, here's to your success. Mwah. Have a good 2021.